not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Another challenge facing, I'd say Antigua and Barbuda, the political discourse in Antigua and Barbuda, is elevating the discussion to one which is issue focused and centered, as opposed to personality focused. Because politics ought never to be about personalities in the strict sense of the word. There are so many issues confronting the people of Antigua and Barbuda. One quickly comes to mind, and that is how so many persons continue to slide dangerously far into poverty. Prior to 2020, and certainly since 2014, we have witnessed the ongoing increases to cost of living, which have threatened the very lives and livelihoods of the people of Antigua and Barbuda, particularly the most vulnerable. And since the onset of the pandemic, with so many persons becoming unemployed virtually overnight or underemployed, and with cost of living continuing to escalate, it is sad what is happening. There are so many more hundreds of families in Antigua. See another clown in the traffic? What is that? Anyway, so many more hundreds of families have slided into poverty, and they don't and can't see a way out. And what is sad is that the government appears to be tone deaf. The government continues to resist any kind of consideration and discussion about providing social and economic relief to both families and businesses. And there are those persons who are going to say, oh, people get food package. The kind of relief that is required goes far above and beyond a food package. A food package for a family, an average family size of 4 or 5, probably feeds you for a day and a half. We're not talking about that. We're talking about sustained relief that will get people over the hump, that will provide an opportunity for people to lower their stress levels, for families, mothers, particularly single parent headed homes, not to go into mental decline from worrying about how are they going to make ends meet for tomorrow. And so that is the cost of living, the increases in the poverty in Antigua and Barbuda. That is what is frightening. Right alongside that is the fact that there are so many families in Antigua which are reliant on pensioners to augment the family income. Those where parents have lost their jobs. I know of many families, the only income coming into that family is the pension. Whether it's grandma's or grandpa's pension or mommy's pension, and we all know what the pension situation is like in Antigua and Barbuda. For 2-3 months, pensioners are behind in their payments. How do these people survive? And sometimes I wonder whether the people running this country Do these thoughts ever cross their minds? Do they worry and wonder about these vulnerable families? Do they sleep comfortably at night? When they're eating, do they wonder whether others are eating? You know, and this is these are the kinds of discussions that must take place in offices, in workplaces, on the domino table, on sides of the streets, where men are congregating in large part, in the hair salons, in the barber shops. These are the issues that are confronting the people of Antigua and Barbuda in a real way. And so let's forget about the personality. Let us talk about how we're going to resolve these challenges, these real problems, and which political party is best positioned to redress them successfully and sustainably. So I am now sanitizing my groceries and ensuring that everything is going well. Now I have to say I did not wait until the pandemic hit to be sanitizing my groceries. This is something I've been doing for years. In fact, when the pandemic did hit and sanitize was the order of the day, I actually called up my friends who used to mock me and say, are you sanitizing? You know, and I found it quite interesting how everybody the people I know, how they just automatically conformed. I like to chill with my girlfriends and just chat stupidness and a lot of laughter. I love laughter. I think it's important, and you know, just old talk, fantasy talk, and just a lot of laughter. When I'm not doing that, gardening really relaxes me. Avocado, see right here? Avocado going here, here, here. There, 1, 2, 3, 4. Avocado. Then you sort of throw seeds in here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a spiritual connection. Maybe, you know, from dust we came and to dust we shall return. But it relaxes me. Maybe coming that close with nature and you see little bugs and really seeing the earth up close and personal, that tends to relax me. And the other thing I do, which I probably do more than I do the other two things, I like to listen to music, to some jazz, some blues, pan music, a little classical every now and then. But you know, if I put on Louis Armstrong, Coco Taylor, you know, Ella Fitzgerald, Nancy Wilson, I put those on and I'm in relaxation heaven. Yeah, that's what I tend to do. I have to squeeze in the little Law and Order as well, little Planet Earth, you know, on the BBC, those kinds of things. I love my family. And when I say my family, of course my immediate family, but also my extended family. I just think family is next to God. It's the most important thing in this world, in this life, in your living, in your existence. And I say that with a proviso, being once you have a good relationship with your family. I love my siblings in an indescribable way. My children, I have 2 sons, and I can tell you from the day they were born, I have been in awe of them. The DNA is positioning ourselves to win. We intend to win. We intend to so captivate the hearts and the minds of the people of Antigua and Barbuda. And given the current environment where everything is so partisan, it's so divided, there's so much rancor in the politics, we are positioning ourselves and marketing ourselves as the best choice, as the most viable alternative for Antigua and Barbuda's redevelopment of our society, of our economy. And so we are very optimistic. Politics is for the long haul. We will continue to share our views, our visions, our programming, and listen. You can't be in or want to be in a relationship if you're not prepared to fight for whom you're trying to capture. And we will continue to fight for the hearts and the minds of the people of Antigua and Barbuda. What I know for sure is that the current political and economic and social climate here in Antigua and Barbuda will get better. I know that for sure. And I know that because the people of Antigua and Barbuda are a resilient people. We have great faith, and the DNA, once ushered in, will create those changes that will make the future much brighter, will create more opportunities for young, not so young, and our seniors. These are the things I know for sure. I also know for sure that the future of politics, internationally, regionally, and locally, is female.